This is the Normal Nerd Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And what else feel like talking about? I'm your host, Maxwell Cerecio.
And I'm your host who think the Game Awards are a sham, Dave Bates.
This episode, we're here to talk about the big awards from the Game Awards and our upsetness. So sit back, relax, grab some hot cocoa, because it's that time of year. And welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo.
Game Awards finally happened.
Yes, they did. And what a catastrophe.
And we didn't really even talk about it to begin with.
No.
Here's the reason,
Go ahead.
Here's the reason why we can't really talk about the Game Awards too much. It's because you guys aren't telling other people to listen to the podcast. I don't know if you saw what I'm going with that. But
not to that, no.
We get more viewers, we get more listeners, and
we can play all the games.
We can play all the games and talk about
review
them.
everything, do the whole...
I would like to play this Alan Wake game. I would never.
Everyone keeps talking about it. I didn't know there was an Alan Wake 1.
Yeah, it's probably amazing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it'd be tough to find out, you know?
So we're here to just mainly to talk about... we're not going to talk about all the, because we haven't played all these video games or anything like that. We're here mainly to talk about the Game of the Year thing, but we'll talk about a few other ones. So it's going to be a shorter episode. Let's just jump into it.
Let's go.
So Game of the Year, the nominees for Game of the Year are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Remastered, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which I don't
even know that was a thing,
and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now, if you've listened to the podcast, we reviewed Tears of the Kingdom. I took off work the day it came out.
That's right. I forgot about that shit.
I'm a huge Zelda fan, so maybe I have a bias in all this. But the winner of the Game Awards was Baldur's Gate 3. I did say that was the only one that I was worried about beating Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, you did say that. I didn't think it was going to do it. I really was confident it wasn't going to.
The only reason I worried about... First of all, Tears of the Kingdom should have won.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hands down should have won. Tears of the Kingdom was amazing. Tears of the Kingdom dominated...
the
world.
It owned the internet.
It's one of the fastest selling video games ever.
I know. That's so weird.
Yeah. It dominated. It was amazing. It was wonderful. But here's Baldur's Gate 3 won because it was very popular on the internet too.
Yeah. Because people don't have friends.
So Baldur's Gate 3. Sorry. Oh, there's a little there. Baldur's Gate 3, if you don't know what it is, it's Dungeons and Dragons online pretty much. It has its own story and all this kind of stuff.
It's isometric.
It took 23 years to make. It does look very good. Looks entertaining. Kelly actually said this, and I 100% agree with her, is our friend Kelly.
Yes.
Who has her own Etsy, Res Design
to print.
Res Design to print. She sells really cool D&D stuff and nerdy stuff, like light switches and light switch plate covers and stuff like that.
Getting AI generated clothing and all this stuff really too. Cool. That's really cool.
Free ad there.
Yeah.
But I remember one time she came over to play D&D and you were in the bathroom or something, or not there yet.
Okay.
And I was talking to her and she was like, I was talking about Baldur's Gate, and she was like, yeah, someone at the climbing gym was like, oh, you should play or something, blah, blah. And she's like, I already play D&D.
I have the real thing.
Yeah.
I have the real thing. I play real D&D. I have friends. I went out and talked to people.
Now, I know that in the game, you can play with your friends together, and a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
That it's probably a good game for Ben, who...
I think Roland had it and was playing
Roland had it. People who want to play D&D together, but they can't, because... It looks better. I will say this. It does look better than playing D&D on Skype.
I'm Matt. I'm not.
Discord, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People have played on Skype. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm not angry at Baldur's Gate in any sense of the word. It was a really good game. People really enjoyed it. Always good to spread the good word D&D. Yes. I'm mad at the Game Awards and people who voted for putting it above Tears of the Kingdom. It's not. I think Baldur's Gate looks like a great game. It looks really interesting. There's a lot of sex in it, which nerds,
I know,
you're so weird.
They're fucking
They're nerds.
Weird.
They're nerds. Nerds are. It's a weird culture. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of porn in it. I mean, sex in it.
Porn.
Yeah, pretty much. But it does look really cool. I've seen some funny ass scenes out of it too. Someone just kicking a squirrel because they rolled in that one. It was great. But it is one of those things where it's there's no way this is more fun than Tears of the Kingdom. Absolutely not. All the videos I've seen, all the stuff I've seen about it, there's no way this is more entertaining than the game that dominated the world and the internet for the first 3 to 4 months it came out. I've seen Baldur's Gate memes, a lot of them. It's usually just someone rolling a nat one, but it doesn't have the presence that Tears of the Kingdom. I know my personal algorithm probably skewed it for me, but it didn't have the presence on the internet that Tears of the Kingdom did. No, so right there, it's already a lesser game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely 100%. And
you couldn't the sheer abuse of the Korok seeds, man.
Hilarious.
Like it owned the internet.
And it's like the.
Oh yeah.
Or like they're like free bird. First of all, the coolness of the fusion and the Ultra Hand and like all these like
someone just made the Godzilla movie. In Tears of the Kingdom,
like the things you could do in Tears of the Kingdom were groundbreaking for like they thought it was going to be a problem.
Yeah,
like a lot of people thought that was going to be a problem. Like the way you can build things, everyone's like, this might not work.
Yeah,
and it worked.
Great.
Tears of the Kingdom did win Best Action Adventure Game, which is like that's a pity award. I guess
so. Yeah,
I hate those awards. Yeah. I think they're stupid. Like Okay, no, they make sense, but like
they do. I mean, there's a different category.
But I feel like when a game is up for, like, say a show, say it's like best anime, I think those animes or like best games should not be in like best action adventure, but because clearly like if Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is in best for best game and then it's versing like 5 not games in that game, of course it's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like how the NFL does like MVP and then they have best offensive player.
Yeah.
Because they know the MVP is going to go to quarterback. So they're like,
every time, yeah.
They're like, we have to have an award for like the other ones.
Yeah.
And it won best score as it should have.
No, as it should have. It was spectacular.
Now, I might have a bias because I love this, but no,
you definitely do. But
I do, but you're here to back it up.
I am here to back it up. Like I love that game.
You like Zelda, but you're not like freaking out about it.
I'm not freaking out about it at all. No, but like like I was talking about, like Legend of Zelda was one of those first probably first, maybe only game to get like open world game that got me back into playing an open world game.
That's true.
Baldur's Gate's not gonna do that for me, and also, I'm not cool. I don't like the play style. I'm just
What
like,
do you mean?
I think it's one of those. I gotta double check this, but it's like one of those ones where I think you're aren't you more like controlling a party in it, or are you just playing one character?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Google that for me, because if it's the latter, I didn't play Dragon Age Inquisition. Because I didn't like that kind of gameplay. I'm not entirely sure if that's how it works exactly. I've seen a lot of gameplay out of it, but I haven't like I said, I haven't deep dived too much into this other than memes on the internet. But it's one of those things where it's just like the game style cannot be as good as Tears of the Kingdom, can't be as fluid, can't be as entertaining. And it just, I don't know. It's one of those things where I just feel like you had your Telltale games, now you sort of have this. You have a Telltale game on crack. Like that's about it. Like there's a bunch of stories you can do.
I think you can do both. You can either not do it or. I don't know.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Here's what I'll say is if you listen also to the podcast, I wouldn't like that either, by the way.
Yeah.
I like Link's the hero, man. I like the story was so good.
Oh, so good.
Link save them all. Oh God. And the fight at the end was super awesome. But anyways, Tears of the Kingdom amazing. If you want to hear us review Tears of the Kingdom, listen to our Tears of the Kingdom review. I think it's like almost
2 episodes.
It's 2 episodes. Yeah, I forgot about that. Because it's that great. But if you also listen to the podcast, you would know we love Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
We play weekly. We have this really long campaign going on. We have the Secret Santa thing where we're all giving each other dice and all this kind of stuff.
We have episodes where we lost our shit on Wizards when they did their whole debacle. Like we cared a lot about that.
Yeah, we love Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm still mad about that.
I got we have an Etsy where you could get maps so I can make you a map. I don't know.
We out there.
Yeah, but one of the things, so you think we'd be like, oh yeah, Baldur's Gate is awesome. Baldur's Gate is awesome because it's helping the Dungeon Dragon community. That's great. That's awesome. There's one thing that because like I can see a nerd right now who plays Baldur's Gate is like, well, if you guys love Dungeon Dragons so much, then that game should beat Tears of the Kingdom. Baldur's Gate has the one thing in D&D that we love the most, and it doesn't have it. It doesn't have it, and it's role playing.
Yeah,
it doesn't have role playing.
Yeah.
You can like it's D&D. That's the best thing about D&D is sitting at a table pretending to be someone you're not and do all this kind of thing.
You do so much more with it.
Yeah, when if you're playing Baldur's Gate, I guess you could do a voice. I don't know. But like,
it's weird.
It's just like D&D is imagination.
Yes. And Baldur's Gate is like they're trying to achieve imagination, but they're still limited in what they can do. Mm-hmm. You're still locked into certain storylines, locked into certain characters. I know there's a lot, but you're still locked into those things. With D&D, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Literally anything. So that's why it's not like. And once again, if this hadn't won Game of the Year, I would be totally fine with Baldur's Gate to be like, great, good for you guys. I'm not gonna play it, but you're a great game.
No, yeah,
even despite all the weird sex stuff you're doing. Totally.
We're not crapping on Baldur's Gate.
No, it's a good game. That's one that blanket statement.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a good game.
Yeah.
It won awards for reasons.
Yeah.
I just disagree with the game of the year because it just was not a higher quality game than Tears of the Kingdom, which was just better. They gave us Breath of the Wild and then more maps in this. That's what they did.
Way better.
And way better.
That's like the thing that makes no sense. Is Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year.
Yeah.
And like, if you look at the games Breath of the Wild was up against.
Wasn't up against
it was against
God of War?
It was against God of War.
No, God of War won 1 year. So no. It was against Horizon Zero Dawn, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was.
Okay, that was a good game. Shut the fuck up.
No, it was.
Once again, Breath of the Wild should have won. I agree with that, but don't roll your eyes at that one. Don't you be shitting on my girl Aloy.
What was the second one? It wasn't good, right?
Forbidden West, I never finished it.
Yeah, you didn't like it at all.
Different age in my gaming life now.
It was against Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5, PUBG, and Super Mario Odyssey, which people loved.
People loved Odyssey.
All I know is Breath of the Wild won, and then Tears of the Kingdom, which is an even better version of Breath of the Wild, should have also won.
It should have killed it. It was insane the stuff you could do it. And talk about imagination. That game gave you full creative power right there. It probably gave you more creative power than Baldur's Gate did.
I don't know. I might have. I've seen some clips of Baldur's Gate. It's pretty wild.
But the sheer amount of creation you can do.
I guess I don't. Yeah, probably. I don't know. People,
like I said,
people made some crazy stuff.
Someone remade the Godzilla movie. Yeah. Recently, it's insane. So I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, this was a mistake. This was the nerd community failed here. Right when they did this. When whoever votes, whoever picks these things.
There's no better version of Tears of the Kingdom, but there's a better version of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
and it's sitting at a table with your friends playing D&D.
Facts.
So, I'm disappointed. When we played Tears of the Kingdom, I was like, "This is it. This is Game of the Year. There's no way it's not Game of the Year."
It was insane. It was insane how good it was.
I feel like Spider-Man and Legend of Zelda are kind of just like when Baldur's Gate got announced. Like, I just feel like the video games themselves were like, okay.
IGN gave Tears of the Kingdom a 10.
It's a 10. It never gives anything a 10.
They give out a few 10s, but not as many.
It's like I think it's like they have 6 10s.
Yeah, and it was one of them.
Yeah.
It's insane. That's insane.
Ocarina of Time got a 10.
Okay, of course.
Yeah.
That's insane, though. It's insane. Yeah, Baldur's Gate was just it happened.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how big a Baldur's Gate was as a thing until some of my friends were playing it in Discord, and I don't even think they're even playing it that much.
That's what's confusing to me too. Is that we love D&D.
Yeah.
We love D&D, and Baldur's Gate 3. I know that was part of its thing. It purposely came out that way, where they didn't advertise it too much or anything like that.
Okay.
But I barely hear people talking about it. I barely hear people playing it.
Yeah.
I follow so many D&D stuff. I get so much D&D stuff. We send them each other on Instagram time. It never comes up Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's rare. The only time I ever see it, the memes I see are their Nat 1 rolling animation, and that's it. That's the only time I see shit like that. So, yeah, it's failure all around, everyone. Failure all around. This was an injustice.
And while we're here,
okay,
that's mainly what we wanted to talk about with that.
Yeah, we're angry. It grinds our gears.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom becomes the fastest selling Nintendo game in history.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
But while we're here, let's just real quick also, since we're on the Video Game Awards and everything, GTA 6 trailer looks awesome.
Oh my god. I'm so excited. It makes me actually want to buy a PS5 to play it. We'll see in a year. I might do it. I don't know.
Yeah, you're good.
My nostalgia gland has exploded ever since the trailer came out. I've watched it 17 times.
The song
choice. I play it's a Tom Petty song, right? I replay it all the time now.
Top tier song.
It brings me back to all the way when I was playing GTA 5, and it was so a little backstory of my life. There's a lot of the game franchises I played when I was younger, like Assassin's Creed and GTA. I was not the one that initially wanted to get those games. My little brother Max did, actually.
That sounds more Max.
Yeah. Well, when he got Assassin's Creed, I thought Assassin's Creed looked like the dumbest thing on the planet.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, he got the third.
I thought you would like Assassin's Creed.
He got the third Assassin's Creed because I thought it looked stupid. It's ooh, there weren't assassins like that in the Revolutionary War. And then I played it and it was oh my god, why weren't there assassins like this in the Revolutionary War?
But actually, historically,
I was such a dork. Anyways, but yeah, he got that, and I think he got GTA 5, and And then I played the living shit out of both of those games. Like GTA 5, it was my first game that I would, because usually I used to be like pick up a game, put it down, and be done with it kind of kid. Yeah. That was the first game where it was sort of like my Minecraft. I pick it up every once every year and just fly around and blow stuff up and shoot hookers. Like it was such a good time.
So how old were you? It came out in 2013.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what?
I graduated. I would have been 16, 17.
Is that your first GTA
15,
game?
16. I think we played GTA 3 on. We had a PS2.
Why?
We had a PS3, PS2. We had a PS2.
All right.
We had a PS2 because we couldn't save. We didn't have a memory cartridge for it. We had a PS2.
I'm surprised your mom even allowed you to play.
I was surprised too.
How old were you when you played it?
When I played GTA 3, I never finished GTA 3. Just for the record, I was getting older though. I was like,
I was very surprised.
I was in my teens.
Okay. I was very surprised because like my first GTA was Miami Vice. That game was so good.
Yeah.
And this one game very Miami Vice.
Very, yeah. It looks awesome. The beach looks so good.
And such a great game. But it's one of those games. It's like as I get older, I'm like, wow. Definitely would never let my young children play this game.
Oh, 100% no.
Never in a million years.
Such an awful game, but it's a great idea. Just like let people do bad things. Like, I don't know. I'm not a guy. I'm not one to want to do bad things. You know, I think I try to like not do that. You know,
you literally unquote said on the podcast. You know who the real loser are? Criminals.
Yeah, but that game lets me get out any intentions I want to do of like doing bad stuff. I put it all into that game. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like I would never go up and shoot a cop in the face, but why not in the game?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's gonna be something.
Why not try and get all 6 stars? Like it's the best time. Oh, it took me so long to do that too.
I think like. I talk about, Tears of the Kingdom Soulmate, and I love Legend of Zelda, but I think GTA 5 is like the Beatles or Lord of the Rings, where it's like, even if it's not your favorite video game, it's the greatest video game ever.
It really is.
GTA 5, it's like the highest. It's like the fastest selling video game ever. Yeah. It's like the most money making video game ever. It's like you can do anything. So whatever is in GTA 6.
Yeah.
And the map is already like 4 times the size,
I know.
which is crazy.
We saw vehicles. We saw that there was an ex-Rockstar coder said something along the lines of like, yeah, that game's actually gonna look like that. Like when he watched the trailer, he's like, it's gonna look like that, and it's like, oh my god,
dude. Sometimes watching the trailer, my brain got confused.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh well, they're splicing in real actual stuff, and I'm like, no wait, that's still the video.
Yeah. 2 things that are really cool too is that we watched the side-by-side comparison of things that were like locations that were in the game that are also in the real world and how close they were. And then a really sad thing, I watched a clip where it showed scenes from the real world in the game, and they're pretty much a shot for shot in a lot of scenes, and I'm like, oh no, most of these are real shit. Mm-hmm. So that was really sad to see. But yeah, no, it's got me like, I don't know. It has got me thinking like, oh man, I really miss the GTA days where I just spend 8 hours just on a boat shooting sharks. Yeah. Like, oh my god, it's so much fun.
That's the other thing too, is like, so this is the first time they've ever had a female main character ever. Female protagonist. And it's like, it appears to be a couple or something like that. But like, that's what I like though about it is like, it's like, okay, yeah, it's like, first female protagonist, blah, blah. But like, they just didn't care. They're just like, oh yeah, the main character is a female now. Like, they didn't do it to be like, look. They're just like, no, that's just how we wrote it this time. Like, that's how you do it. Yeah. Instead of like switching it to a female. I'm like, guys, it was like when freaking Battlefield 5 came out, they had purposely put a girl on the cover just to be like, look, a woman.
Woo. Yeah. No, but it looks like there's actually a story base to it and everything like that. So it's very good that way. I did see some people like being concerned about, oh, maybe the new game's gonna be woke. Everyone's like afraid it's gonna be woke and all that stuff. My thing about that is like, even if like the story itself is woke, the moment you get your hands on that controller and they release like the training wheels of the tutorial, you can't woke people crashing planes into twin towers. No. Like, it's insane.
First of all, it won't be woke because here's the thing is everyone's really excited that the main character is a female, like, their first female protagonist. Everyone's like, yeah, sweet. I'm like, you guys know she's gonna suck, right?
Yeah, like bad people.
All the main characters are villains.
Yes. Like, it opens with her in jail.
Yeah, like they're all not good people. They're bad. Like, we enjoy playing them and stuff, but they're all bad. They all do bad things.
Yeah, the trailer ends with them like knocking up a liquor store, knocking over a liquor store. Yeah. That's what it is.
The name of the game is Grand Theft Auto. You are a dredge to society.
Yeah, you are a negative. You are a base negative.
Yeah, so I would be mad if they like gave them like a storyline of like, oh no, they're actually like the good ones fighting the system. I'd be like, that's not Grand Theft Auto. No, give me a piece of shit.
Yeah, I want bad people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Grand Theft Auto 5 had like the best characters too.
Oh
like
my god, I love the three of them. Trevor. Oh god, Trevor was such a psychopath. I loved it.
The trio was so good.
Yeah, it was truly. It was truly great, and I can't wait for this game. It's a whole year away, but I can't wait for it. It's so worth it. Also, like the only thing I'm sad about now is that there's gonna be no more GTA 6 is coming memes. You know, it's like one day we'll get it.
Yeah.
But now it's like no, it's coming, and it's like let's go.
You know, I totally forgot about GTA 6, but I like totally forgot like you just like when all of a sudden they're like, and here's the trailer. I was like, bah.
Also, well, it got leaked
one day early.
Well, but still, it's like they probably had a whole release thing for it.
Even when they had the just the ad that it was like it comes out like the trailer comes out like they put out the.
They put it out a day before, and it came out. It's supposed to come out Tuesday. It came out on Monday.
No, the ad came out like a week and a half before, like 2 weeks before.
Yeah, the ad did, but then the trailer dropped early because of a leak.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The day before.
Yeah, the trailer did, yeah.
Yeah, and I was talking about the ad.
Oh, the little Rockstar ad.
That when that came out, I was like, which we were talking about how like all these companies were just like, we're just gonna copy it because it's freaking hilarious.
Halo Infinite did it. It was so funny.
Genius. Yeah, but when that came out, I was like, oh my god. I was like, I just remember the excitement I had. I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot about this. It was like because they didn't do anything. They had no hint of when it ever was gonna come out.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were like, here's the trailer, guys. I was like, so
it was sick. It was insane. Yeah.
All the memes of like the Rockstar killing the guy who. Leaked the trailer.
Oh yeah, yeah, those are good.
But super pumped.
Can't wait. Let's go.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.